imagine a person gets pulled over, they're drunk, they're driving intoxicated, they're swerving, they get pulled over, cop pulls them over. The cop ends up dapping the guy, okay? Lets him go. Person leaves, crashes, and kills somebody. Put up the picture of Nicholas Monachino. Tuesday, there was a judgment. This happened in Ohio. This was judgment day for the Portage County man convicted of drunk driving. This was an accident in April that claimed the lives of a couple who were simply out for a ride on their motorcycle, okay? That's it. In August, the 27-year-old pleaded guilty to 2 counts of aggravated vehicular homicide, failure to stop after an accident. Investigators say his blood alcohol content was more than twice the legal limit, and he had cocaine and marijuana in his system when he crashed his car into the back of a motorcycle on State Route 82, Aurora, April 29th, okay? Let's put up the picture of the people that he killed. That's the couple, okay? That's the couple. They were simply being a couple. The driver of the motorcycle, 29-year-old Ryan Tukolsky, and his passenger, Sarah, were thrown from the bike. Both died as a result of their injuries. The person who did this never stopped. They never stopped. He never stopped his vehicle. He damaged, obviously, the front end of his vehicle, but continued to drive for miles anyway. He later crashed the car in a ditch in his parents' driveway, seemingly unaware he had just taken the lives of 2 people. The police officer's body cam showed him saying, "What am I being arrested for? Why am I being locked up? What are you doing?" Before sentencing, prosecutors and the judge pointed out that the terrible tragedy in Aurora could have been avoided if the Walton Hills police officer had simply done his job and arrested Nicholas Monachino minutes before the fatal crash, but he did not. As a matter of fact, as I said before, there's actual video of the cop dapping him before allowing him to go. Clearly, the man is intoxicated. There's more. The officer witnessed him swerve on the street around slower traffic at a high speed and nearly lost control of his car. The officer followed him to a gas station, posed questions about his driving, and then after, as he says, failing to notice signs of impairment or the beer that was in his car, the officer gave him dap and said he can go, okay? The officer ignored all of it. Put up the picture of where the beer was located. You see that? Now, the beer is in plain sight, okay? Which is your reasonable suspicion, probable cause. You can do what you want to do now as an officer. You can arrest him, you can put him in the back of a police car, do an investigation. You can do that at this point. He chose not to. Here's why bias is so dangerous, because I believe bias worked in favor of the person not being arrested. I think he was given the benefit of the doubt, okay? I think he was let go because they shared some kindred something. Let's put up the picture of the body cam footage so you can see the angle, okay? So the officer's body camera video shows he even gave the fist bump to let him go. Now look at this. Do you think he could have seen inside of the car? Of course he could have. Look at the view. Let's put up the picture of the judge who presided. Portage County Common Pleas Court. Judge Laurie Pittman called the officer's failure to arrest before the fatal crash the, and I quote, 800-pound elephant in the room. Judge Pittman said further, and I quote, "They are supposed to protect and serve. That didn't happen. Anyone could tell that you were under the influence." The Walton Hills Police Department said the officer resigned from the police force on July 25th. Now, this is without me doing any additional investigative research. I do conclude it is possible that the officer knew this person and this person knew the officer. We're not sure yet. But we know definitely, if that would have been me driving like that, I would have went to jail. This person did not. And now 2 people are dead. All right, Sharon, thoughts here?
They're dead, in my view, not just because the police officers, the 800-pound in the room, as the judge said, but it's solely, in my view, the office. There's always going to be people who drink and drive. There will always be people who have issues, who use drugs and get behind the wheel. There will always be irresponsible people, okay? I agree with you. I need to know the relationship here. I also think that there's got to be some charge, dereliction of duty, something here, because it's so egregious. Those people should be here, and this is just sick.
Yeah.